Sports Illustrated asked why. And the Chicago Sun-Times pleaded, say it ain't so, Mike. The world was in shock. Grown men wept. Children needed counseling, and women felt as if a boyfriend had broken their heart. Today, in his first interview since his stunning retirement announcement, we're going to take you on a rare journey into the very private life of the magnificent Michael Jordan. We're going to show you never-seen-before intimate photographs of Michael and his family from his new book. It's called Rare Air. It's the first and only authorized book about Michael Jordan by Michael Jordan, who decided to do this book now because he wants people to see how his life really is on and off the basketball court. Please welcome Michael Jordan. Looks good on you. Looks good on you.
I'm loving it. I really have enjoyed it, yeah.
What you been doing?
Nothing. You know, basically I just get up and whatever I feel like doing that day is what I do, you know, and I think that's something I'm happy to have that opportunity to do.
I, you know, like the rest of the world, was stunned and moved by what you had to say the day you retired, but all that day you were on my mind. I kept thinking, I wonder what Michael and Juanita are doing now. So what did you do immediately after you left? Where did you go?
You really want to?
Yeah, I sure do.
I played golf.
You played golf?
And then I had dinner with some of my closest friends. Some of the guys who, you know, as I walk into the stadium, you know, the guys in the yellow jackets. You know, those are my close friends. They've been there for 9 years, and we went out and we had something to eat. We just
Did you go to Michael Jordan's restaurant?
Yeah. We went there and just talked, and we probably didn't leave until about 3:30 at night.
Really?
Yeah, we just had a good time.
Did you feel a sense of relief after you'd done that press conference? Did you feel?
I mean, because the pressures of going through the press conference to make the announcement that I knew was coming, and just a matter of, well, would it go right? Would the right questions or right answers come out?
You'd held it a long time. You sat there much longer than I thought that you were.
Well, I was very patient because I knew that this probably is the last time that I have to deal with that arena in terms of basketball, and I just wanted to make sure I get all my points across. You got some good jabs in at the press, too. Yeah. That wasn't...
Yeah, you did.
You call them jabs. I just felt that, you know, very rarely do I get the chance to speak my mind in the public of the media. I've always tried to respect them for the jobs that they have to maintain, and I've always tried to have a good cooperation with them. And yeah, I just wanted to make them know that I'm leaving the game, but I'm still a human. No matter how long I play the game and where I go from this point on, you must treat people as humans and not as, you know, objects or, you know, really take advantage of them.
Because obviously there's some times you felt that they were not respectful of you.
Oh, yeah. And I've always tried to be respectful for them, and I just didn't think they were repaying me the same dedication.
Who had you told that you were retiring? Because the night before, I was sitting in my house, Sam and I were watching TV. My best friend Gail called. She says, there's this rumor going around that Michael Jordan's going to retire tomorrow. And Sam says, just a rumor. Don't believe it. By the end of that phone conversation, there were rumors all over ESPN. So whoever you told somebody who told somebody.
Well, I mean, as you know, sometimes it's hard to keep information within. I had a lot of my supporting people, my friends, my family members, all of them knew. I told the Bulls.
How long had they known? How long had you known?
I knew at the end of the season.
Really?
You know, I was more or less going through the course of the summer just to make sure I knew what I was doing. And
what do you mean end? That's the final three-peat game?
Once I hit that last shot, or whenever, you know, Pax hit the last shot and we moved on into the summer, I knew that, you know, it was the end of my career.
You did?
Yeah, I knew that.
Why did you know? How did you know?
Because I just came to a point where I really didn't have much to prove as an individual. I mean, I've always felt that I had motivation. I had a goal to achieve every year at the beginning of the season. And I had a difficult time the year before. And Phil, I sat down with Phil, and he gave me some different perspectives to look for going into the season. And that kind of changed my mind to get back into
What did
the
he tell
season.
you?
Well, three-peat. The tie, most of them was individual accolades. And it wasn't that I chose to chase them. It was just the main objective was to win 3 in a row, because Bird and Magic never did it. And that was enough to drive for. But once I got past that, I mean, it couldn't be anything else. Or I didn't think of anything that could say, hey, you hadn't accomplished this, you hadn't accomplished that. And a lot of times I was just getting a little bit bored.
Bored? You were bored? Flying through the air? You were bored? Really?
Well, my game has changed. If you look, as I've come into the league, teams have played me differently, and I had to shoot jump shot a lot more. I couldn't go to the hole as much as I used to, and teams are playing me totally different. So my game was changing, and a lot of that air was being taken out because of the way teams have played me.
You didn't feel you could fly as much?
I could fly. I mean, it just wasn't an opportunity.
I got my fingerprints all over the rare but beautiful cover, by the way.
Yeah, we
really
did that,
love this cover. But one of the things you say, really toward the end here, is you say, I know there'll be pressure on me to stay, but that will be an opportunity to tell people why I played the game. It's never been for money, and it's never been for cheers. If you don't believe me, then just watch and take a good look, because I'll be there, and the next minute I'll be gone. When you wrote that, did you know you were leaving?
Yeah.
You did?
I know.
Yeah.
So I think people didn't really read into that.
Yeah, because I thought that's just too prophetic. That's too dead
No,
on,
I knew.
right?
I knew. It was, I just felt it was coming to an end. And, you know, I knew. And, you know, I'm the person to know. And once I know that, I tried to give subtle hints, you know, but no one really picked up on it. And by that time,
because we didn't want to pick up on it. We didn't want to believe it.
Probably.
You say, when I leave, I'll leave on top. That's the only way I'll walk away. I don't want to leave after my feet have slowed, my hands aren't as quick, or my eyesight isn't as sharp. Did you think any of that was happening to you?
No.
No. Okay.
By no means, no.
By no means. You just decided you were ready to move on to something else.
I felt it was just time for me to do something else. And, you know, very few people get that opportunity to make that decision for themselves.
I thought it was brilliant. I mean, did you get my telegram? I said, I want to be like Mike. I sure do. Because to be able to make that choice at the pinnacle of your career, I thought showed such courage and such power. Have you found a lot of people who are disappointed, though? I know we saw at the press conference where everybody was saying they didn't try to talk you out of it. I said, sure they didn't.
They really didn't.
They really did not.
Jerry Reinsdorf did not at once offer me money. He didn't try to talk me out of it. He just wanted me to realize what I was doing, to take time, make sure it was the right thing that I chose to do. And, you know, once I made that decision, he supported me 100%.
So now that you've had some weeks to reflect on it, you feel like it was really the right decision?
I really, truly believe that. And, you know, I just know from my own feelings. When I wake up in the mornings, I really feel that, you know, a lot of burden has been lifted up off of me. Because I have the freedom to do what I want to do.
So what are you doing? You have your Wheaties?
Nothing. I'm not doing anything. You know, I just get up. If I want to go play golf, great. If I want to go down to the office and answer some fan mail, I do that. You know, whatever I choose to do. If I want to stay home, stay in bed, I do that too.
You helping with the kids?
That too.
Well, the rumors have been wild surrounding Michael's retirement. The only one I haven't heard is that he's going to start a team with me. So I haven't heard that. When we come back, we're going to go down the list and put it into all the speculations we've been hearing about on the streets and from the press. We'll be back. More from Michael Jordan.
So hopefully I don't see too many of you guys in the future. And now you can go somewhere else and get your stories. And this is probably the first time I've met this many people without a scandal around. So I've always said I would never let you guys run me out the game. So don't think that you've done that.
There was a time when a handshake was like a contract. And the only promises you made were the ones you could keep. Well, Bob Evans is still that way. We promise that our family recipe with its lean cuts and special spices is the best tasting sausage you can buy. Or we'll give you your money back. Not personal promise, plain and simple. Best tasting or your money back. Can't keep a promise better than that. Come on, let's eat.
Bob Evans, down on the farm.
What's clear? Crystal clear Amoco Ultimate. What isn't? All other premium gasolines. What's clear? Amoco Ultimate is the only premium refined an extra step to remove harmful impurities the others leave in every tankful. What's clear? Why we do it. For a cleaner environment and unsurpassed performance, crystal clear Amoco Ultimate.
You know, people who like Mercury Grand Marquis are people who like their space. Like space enough for 6 adults, plus space for whatever goes along with them. And this is the perfect space for some very interesting facts.
And the fact is, now Mercury Grand Marquis is priced at just $19,990 and offers a powerful V8 engine, standard dual airbags, available ABS brakes, and more.
Grand Marquis. It puts a lot of space between itself and the competition. At your Lincoln Mercury dealer now.
And now over here, this chair, we don't sit in this chair. It's priceless. And if you did, you'd tip right over. This piece is called Angry Clown. What more can I say?
From toddlers to teenagers, kids are sending their parents to the poorhouse. Is your child spending out of control?
I'm in debt $7,500. Creditors call morning, noon, night. This is the very first time I've ever had this dress on. She must learn to be responsible. See you at the mall.
If your kids are spending every dime you make, you can't afford to miss Monday's Oprah.
Sometimes I dream that he is me. I just want to be like Chuck. Well, Black Jesus, I want you to know that I'm very happy for you and your family. I want to thank you, number one, for the friendship you have given me throughout our 9 years in NBA. All the money you have made me. And it's just been a great pleasure, number one, to be your friend. Number two, to compete against you. And I want nothing but the best for you. But Black Jesus, you take care of yourself. You know you got a great woman, some great kids. Don't forget our kids got to get married one day. For people who don't know Michael personally, he's just a great person, and I'm just honored to be one of his friends.
Wow. You miss the guys? Have you seen any of them?
The Bulls?
Yeah.
I've been to a couple of practices. I talked to BJ and some of the guys a lot. And, yeah, I miss them a little bit. You know, we spent a lot of time together. I mean, 8 months on the road together. I mean, you build relationships, and naturally you're going to have some pros and cons. I mean, you're going to have brothers and sisters fight sometimes, too. But I think the relationship that we have built and what we have accomplished, you know, it's just something that you can't, replace.
So let me ask you this. When you go in and you see them there on the court, you don't get just a little teeny inkling? No, nothing?
Nope.
Not a twitch, not an urge, not a...
No.
Because there, many rumors are that you're going to take a year off and that you're going to come back.
I know. I mean, everyone's trying to use everything in their powers to try to motivate me to come back and play.
Is that true? Do you think you will take a year off?
No.
2 years?
I don't think so.
3. You don't think so?
No.
You think this is really it?
I think, I've accomplished everything that I could. I mean, to see me come back to the game, I can't sit here and say never. I mean, but right now, I'm very happy, and I plan to stay that way. Also.
Okay, another rumor. You're buying a team in Europe, and you're going to play on it, a joint venture with Nike.
First of all, I don't have that much money to do that. Secondly, I think it would be totally against my contract to do something like that. If I can't retire and go play in Europe, I mean, I can get sued.
Contract negotiations failed. Jerry Reinsdorf wouldn't pay you what you were worth.
Never offered me a dollar. Never once. And I never played for money. You know, if I ever played for money, I would have complained a long time ago that I was being underpaid.
Really? Was there never a time, though, as other guys come in and they sign the big contracts, there never was a time where you thought, I should be getting a little more money?
No, I've always been supportive of someone else using that leverage, using that opportunity to make the best for what opportunity they have. That's just human nature. That's human chances. I mean, if I would have came out this year, I hope I could have got more than $84 million that they just paid Larry Johnson. But I wasn't in that situation, and I was very happy with what I was making. We all had an easy job. I mean, you know, you play basketball for 2 hours, and you get paid millions and millions of dollars. I mean, how many people wouldn't give up a right arm to try to do something like that?
How many people can do it the way you do it, though?
Depends on how much you practice.
Well, this is what amazes me, is that you were cut from the team in high school.
Yeah, I mean, that was my sense of motivation. You got a lot of kids where I've seen and I've had a lot of people write me about some disappointment that early in their careers. But I think this is how you approach that disappointment that really can turn that disappointment into something that's blossomed the way that it's blossomed for me.
And the most embarrassing thing you say is you cut from the team and then you ask, could you just ride on the bus with him one day? And you're carrying in the uniforms and your parents are there?
Very embarrassing.
Very embarrassing.
But, I mean, it's a very humbling situation, but it wasn't the first and it certainly wasn't the last, but I think it really put more value on certain goals that I'd set for myself and strived to reach those goals. But it was embarrassing that my family saw me, because they... my mother and my father thought I was actually going to play, which I was hoping I was. I mean, I know what they were thinking. I was just hoping it was going to come
There's
true.
Michael with the uniforms and shoes. well, here are some not-so-pleasant rumors that say that you quit because the NBA would not investigate your gambling practices, that the NBA is forcing you to quit because of gambling, that you were shaving points and better to retire than go through an investigation. That's a nasty one, I heard.
I mean, that's speculation. I mean, when you do something that people... take people by shock. First thing you're going to do is start to speculate. You know that. I mean, it just happens in this business. I wanted the NBA to investigate. If they had any doubts if my personal life would damper or damage the integrity of the game, I want you to investigate, because I don't have anything to hide. I don't think I've done anything that was totally illegal. I think what I did may have been viewed totally opposite from other people's point of view. When we come back,
I'm going to take a break. I want you to settle this gambling thing. I'm sick of it coming up, aren't you?
It's always going to come up, you know that.
Yeah, I think it's going to follow you for a while, but I'd like to get it out of the way for this hour, though, as soon as I come back. Back in a moment.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come on and fly with me. Let's fly away.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh, honey. Why, we'd love to see you. Tomorrow?
I didn't do it. Really.
The Bissell Big Green Clean Machine. For just a room or your entire home, your carpet looks cleaner, smells fresher, and lasts longer. A professionally cleaned look, ready whenever you are. Pepperidge Farm Beef Gravy.
Tastes delicious.
Well, and taste test gravy lovers preferred Pepperidge Farm Beef Gravy over Heinz.
Not surprising.
And Pepperidge Farm Gravy is 98% fat-free.
100% delicious.
You can't breathe. Your sinuses are blocked. Last time you got a doctor's prescription. This time he told you to get Tavis D, the same full-strength medicine without a prescription.
Good morning.
Tavis D, 1 tablet, 12 hours, no prescription.
It's morning at Boston Chicken. Fresh vegetables are arriving, and we're making our mashed potatoes from scratch. We're roasting freshly marinated chicken, baking homemade chicken pot pies, and preparing honest-to-goodness meals for you or the entire family throughout the day. So they're always fresh and always ready at Boston Chicken. Boston Chicken, the freshest thing going. Take home a delicious, honest-to-goodness meal that'll feed the whole family.
This is the Ford Taurus, America's #1 selling car for the second year in a row. And for a very limited time, it's got 2.9% financing direct from Ford. That's right. Every Taurus sedan, wagon, and high-performance SHO comes with low 2.9 financing for 48 months. You get standard V6 power, standard 4-speed automatic, standard dual airbags, and more. But hurry, this is America's best-selling car in this 2.9 financing and soon. Quality breeds success. See it at your local Ford dealer today.
I can't say that I'm not going to miss you. The whole world is going to miss you. You personify the true meaning of champion. But now on to the next phase. Please know that you're always, always in my prayers. May God bless and keep you and yours. And oh, by the way, I've got something of yours that I know only a few people have. And you know what it is. And I'll treasure it forever. God bless you. Peace to you, Mike. Bye.
Yo, Mike, man, what's up? I just want to send my best to you and yours from myself and my family. We're going to miss you personally and on the court. But I'd also like to take this opportunity to announce that I will be entering the NBA. I just signed a $46 quadrillion deal with Nike for my Air Will line. And thank you very much. Cut. That's enough.
Okay. What does Whitney have that very few people have that we don't know?
I better clear that up, huh?
Okay. Yeah.
No, she came to a game, and I gave her a pair of my sneakers.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this is what I was amazed to find. You change sneakers every game. You wear new sneakers.
Yeah, I most certainly do.
Yeah. Why?
Well, I mean, you know how you are when you get something new.
Yeah.
You just got a whole new attitude.
Yeah.
I wanted it every day.
That's so great. That's so great. So every single night you'd wear a new pair of Nikes.
Every day.
Yeah.
That was a part of my ritual. I go through and I'd lace them up, put them on, go out and play, give them away, store them or whatever, save them for auctions.
You saved some games. You saved some of them, right?
A couple of them. I mean, the championship games, the 69-point games, 63-point game, all the big games.
Yeah.
I save them all.
Yeah. Do you sit at home and look at tapes of yourself?
No, not really. I saw, actually, the other evening, I sat up with my boys who were watching the replays of the championship games, and I sat and I watched them, and you know, I was having a good time. Yeah, I was living through that moment again. You know.
Jeffrey's old enough to know that you are Michael Jordan, but do the other kids yet kind of get it that Dad is? They know that. Well, I'm doing a lot of commercials and I'm on a lot of different things, and hey, that's Daddy up there on TV or whatever. But they don't really truly understand it yet. Okay, let's get the gambling thing out of the way. Are you a compulsive gambler?
No. Compulsive competitor? Maybe. You know, but I don't think I've done anything that normal people haven't done. I think what people tend to see is money.
See, you're not normal in that, first of all, you can fly, and and you make more money than most people ever will know in their lives.
Except for you.
Well... So when you're talking about these great sums of money, I think that to a lot of people, when you know, talk about gambling, you know, $100,000 or $50,000 or $10,000 or $1,000 even, that is a great deal of money, no matter who you are. So that a lot of people maybe see it as something that it is not, because they're not Michael Jordan with, you know, an extra couple $100,000.
Which is true. I'm pretty sure the perception of the dollars made it seem worse than what it actually was. I mean, if I lost $5,
nobody would say it's a problem, even if you did it every night all the time.
It doesn't matter. You know, no one would say anything. And, you know, for people that really know me as a person, and a lot of people don't really know me.
Most people don't know you as a person. They judge based upon the image they've created. Yeah.
Basically. And that was the reason for the criticism, because of the perception and the image that everyone basically created because of my endorsements and things like that. They viewed that as something that was totally, totally wrong and negative. Now, we can compete for $1, and compete for $10 or whatever, but it's a matter of competing. It's
So do you compete based upon who can pay, how much they can pay?
No, it's not the matter of who can pay. If you just say, let's play for $10.
Yeah, if we play
you don't
Monopoly.
have to pay me. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You know, if you don't have to
I
pay
would
me.
pay you, though. You would not have that on me. You would not be saying I didn't pay you.
But, I mean, it was just a matter of the competition that I enjoyed. And
Let me ask you this, though, Michael. Do you regret that you made some judgments? For instance, do you regret now that you went to Atlantic City during the playoffs and got all of that attention? Do you now think maybe that was poor judgment, that perhaps maybe I should have gone to bed that night and watched a movie? You don't regret it at all?
I went there as a relaxation with my father and some friends, and my father basically suggested it to get out of the room. We just lost the game in New York, and I live in my room, on the road. And
we can tell in rare air. They say you're always horizontal.
Well, whenever I get a chance to get out and my friends kind of persuade me to get out, I try to do that. And my father persuaded me to take that ride. And for whatever reason, if it was just to spend time with my father, I would do it again. Now, a lot of people may view that to be wrong at the time that what was going on, but it was my way of relaxing and getting my mind away from the job that I have to go back to and maintain. So I wouldn't change that for nothing in the world.
You wouldn't change it?
No. You can have your own different perspectives about the way that it's perceived to people or whatever, but as long as I got something from it, my father or my friends got something from it, I can care less what you think.
Did you expect the heat? No. You didn't. Were you surprised by the heat you took for that?
No. I was truly surprised. I never expected it. I really didn't pay any attention because I knew that I had a game the next day. I knew I had to get 8 hours of sleep. And I was back in my bed by 12:30, 1 o'clock. So I got my rest. I'm very in tune to what I have to do to get the job done.
And shot 54 points next night, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. We'll be right back with Michael Jordan in a moment. Good.
When are you coming to my house? It's cold to say I love you.
I love you, too.
And what you mean to me.
Hello? Say, Grandpa, how about I come over and do your laundry tonight?
Your washing machine broke again.
Maybe.
I love you.
Nothing says I love you.
How'd you like to come over for dinner tonight?
Like a phone call.
That's what this calls for.
Ned Ravine is one tough cop.
Police emergency, I need a vehicle. All right, pull it over.
With one small weakness.
Who can say no to a wiener?
Not me.
Women. Only this time, his weakness could prove fatal.
Oh, my God, Ned, you look like you were hit by a bus.
I was.
Fatal Instinct, a killer comedy, rated PG-13, now playing at theaters everywhere.
Love this place! It's the new Burger King Everyday Value Menu, featuring a great-tasting flame-broiled Whopper Jr. served your way right away for only 99 cents. Get it and your favorite Burger King foods at new lower everyday prices.
It's sure helping my budget.
Check your Burger King for their everyday low prices, and be sure to try the Whopper Jr. with the flame-broiling people prefer for only 99 cents. Value every day. Have it your way.
I love this place!
Everyday value. Is life great or what?
Hi, my name is Tony, and I'm a Hyundai owner.
Every day, more and more people are coming out and admitting to being sensible.
As did the rest of the world, I felt such a sense of loss when your father was murdered. I know you dedicated the book to him and used that photo. When I saw the boys in the paper, I personally, the boys who were accused of murdering your father, I wanted to confront them and ask them why they did it. And I wondered if you wanted to do the same.
Well, I haven't gotten to that stage yet. It's been a very tough time for me to deal with it. And I don't really have any feelings against them yet. I guess because it hadn't really sunk in yet. But there's a lot of sadness out there with people who do these things for whatever reasons that they choose to do that. But I just really hadn't quite understood the reasoning for that. And I know.
You say it hasn't sunk in yet?
No.
No?
I still think about it a lot.
Would you want to ever say to them why?
No, because I don't want to know.
You don't?
No. Because it probably would hurt me even more just to know their reasons. Because if it is, it's going to be totally meaningless to the reason. And it's better that I don't know. You know.
How are you handling the grieving process? I know I've done many shows where people say time heals. It hasn't been a long time. And one of the things you say in Rare Air, I was moved when I read it. You say you always would look to see if your family was in the stands, your wife, and if Juanita wasn't in the stands, she'd hear from you at the end of the game. And that you'd look to see if your mom and dad were there. So I was thinking that being able to go back on the court, did that have anything to do with your decision or how you would feel having to go back on the court and look at the stands and know your dad wasn't there?
No, because my father and I talked about it. I mean, he actually wanted me to quit after the first championship, but I had a lot of things to accomplish. And, no, that didn't have too much to play, but it was a major concern to make sure that they were there as I played. Because that comfort, you know, knowing that he's there or my mother's there, my family's there, that support, something I really needed. And to know that, you know, he saw my last game.
Yeah.
So that's the greatest gratification that I can have.
But, Michael, you know what's interesting to me? I've heard you talk about it, not a lot, but even in the book where you say my father who passed. And I always think, I mean, I know he had to pass, but I think he was murdered. And the fact that he was murdered is a searing kind of pain. I mean, have you dealt with that? Have you accepted the fact he was murdered?
No, because I'm a very optimistic person to a sense that I don't look at the real bad part of it. I look at no matter what happened to my father, he's not here.
Yeah.
So he's passed to me. I want to look at it in a good sense because I think that's the part to help me get over that situation.
Was it harder because the body had already been cremated?
No, I mean, because I've really never, I just had a bad notion never to go to funerals, and I never wanted to see the body after it was either, you know.
After spirits left the body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so I just, either way, I would have wanted to remember my father the way that I saw him. And
were you mad at the coroner, though?
Yeah, I was upset that it happened. And it showed less, it really didn't show too many feelings because it wasn't like he was a homeless person.
Right.
I mean, he had expensive dental work.
Yeah, he said he could help.
And he had a lot of reasons to think that this guy was not just a homeless person. And I just felt that they should have did a better research to.
Did you go through that thing where you all, the family, blame themselves for not filing a missing persons report sooner?
No, we knew our father better than anyone else knew him. And we knew that at certain times he chooses to do things, you know, very independently. That's how he was.
Just go off.
Yeah, that's how he was. He loved to get his time for himself. And, you know, once, a while, when, you know, I used to call him like every 3 or 4 days. And my mother would say, well, he's down working at the plant, or he's doing other things. I always took that, you know, he's taking that time that he needs for himself.
But he had disappeared and you hadn't talked to him for a while. Had you started to worry?
No, because I had the reassurance from my mother that he basically was just taking time for himself. And I really truly understood that. I mean, that was a relationship that she knew better than I. And I just, once the car was reported, that was when I think the alarm actually came up that something's wrong.
Something's off.
I mean, it was a pretty new car, and he loved it, and he drove it all the time, and he would never just totally...
What did you think when you first heard that?
Well, I'm an optimistic person. I thought something, you know, either someone stole his car or something to that nature. I thought positively. I didn't think negatively at all.
How did you get through it?
Because I knew that I had to be the supporting cast for the supporting person for the family, and the family had to deal with it, and I felt that I was the strongest person to deal with it for them and stay strong for them and make sure things were taken care of so that they could deal with it in their own manners.
Do you feel that you have dealt with it, or do you feel that you've kind of put it aside for now?
I just feel that I put it aside, and gradually it's just going to work its way out of me, which is the way I want it to be, actually. I don't want it to hit me all at once and, you know, I collapse and I'm down for 2 or 3 weeks, you know, because I still got to live on. And I make sure that people around me live on. So.
Have you shed enough tears yet, do you think?
No.
Or are you trying to repress the tears?
Yeah, I let them go whenever I need to. Okay. I don't repress it.
Michael's dad was always his biggest fan. Here's his dad talking about his famous son. I wanted to ask you this, too. I often wonder this when loved ones have passed on. Is it hard to see the videotape of them, or does it make it better when you can see them in a life state?
You see him in a different light, you know? Mm-hmm. I look more like him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's good for me to see him.
Okay.
I'm happy.
Okay, we're going to vote.
When he comes home, I talk to him just like he's one of my boys. And I can't get in my mind that he's any different. But when I walk into the stadium and 18,000 people are standing there hollering and screaming, sometimes you want to cry, you break out with goosebumps, and you just get all of these eerie feelings. And naturally, you have to be very, very proud.
The day you announced, I felt your father was with you.
He was. Yeah. He was there because he knew what I was doing.
Yeah. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Just because I want fresh smelling laundry day after day doesn't mean I spend my life doing laundry. I've changed to new Outdoor Fresh Bounce. Now things smell fresh for up to 5 days.
Only New Bounce has a special time-release freshness that slowly releases day after day after day.
This is fresh.
I just washed it 5 days ago.
Change to new Outdoor Fresh Bounce. The freshness lasts up to 5 days.
Vincent, do I smell waffles?
Delicious waffles, Jenkins.
I guess some of us care about our bodies and some don't.
Jenkins, I'm hurt. These are Eggo Nutri-Grain waffles made with nutritious whole grain.
Nutritious? You?
Absolutely. And no cholesterol, no sugar added, no preservatives.
I'm impressed. Do they taste as good as they smell?
There's only one way to find out.
If you insist.
Hey, let go my Eggo. Taste the wholesome goodness of Nutri-Grain waffles from Eggo.
More and more people are now leasing a GMC Jimmy. Maybe they like getting more truck for the money, or Jimmy's powerful engine. Perhaps it's the benefits of getting a new truck every 2 years, or the benefits of a soft ride suspension. Or possibly they want to avoid long-term financial commitments in their quiet, air-conditioned GMC Jimmy. Then again, they may just be after a low monthly payment. Can you blame them? See your Chicagoland and Northern Indiana GMC truck dealer today.
It's Harlem Furniture.
81st anniversary celebration.
Harlem Furniture since 1912.
Famous throughout the years.
For high-style furniture.
At the lowest possible prices.
81 years.
Highest style.
Lowest prices.
And today during Harlem Furniture
81st anniversary celebration.
You still get the highest styles.
But now
you only pay half the price.
Traditional living rooms and bedrooms.
Motion furniture.
But the ultimate in comfort.
Half price now during Harlem Furniture
81st anniversary celebration.
Harlem Furniture, you like us, done.
Michael, I just want to congratulate you on retiring at the height of your career. I wish I'd have done that.
From someone who loves dancing, I must say, I always thought Baryshnikov could jump the highest, but I was wrong. Don't leave us!
Basketball without you is like grits without gravy, like Kool-Aid without sugar, like wrestling without Hulk Hogan. But we wish you well, whatever you do. And remember, we love you.
Michael will not be able to stay retired past a year. And the reason is that a home cannot stand 2 grown young people 10 hours a day. He'll begin to get on her nerves.
Oh, gosh. Mr. Bill. So, how has it been? Being at home, how has it been being at home all day? We need to ask Juanita that. All day long, all the time. How's that been?
Well, I haven't been home all day, all the time.
But you're there more. You're home more. You're not out practicing and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's been really good. I mean, especially with the kids. I mean, in the past years when the kids, Jeffrey and Marcus, start to walk, I'm never around. And this time I see Jasmine walk, take steps. So,
really?
You know, this is the first time I actually seen them go through that stage.
Have you noticed a difference with girls, boys? I know you noticed a difference, but like, has it been different raising a little girl?
You know, it hadn't. Well, a little bit, because she doesn't really get up at night. You know, she sleeps through the night. She's really, really a good baby. She's really been quiet.
Has it been good having him home? Good? You ready for him to get out? No, not yet, Juanita. Okay. You say this about your marriage to Juanita in the book. You say she's 4 years older and was more mature. You say you had to come up to her level for it to work. It was hard at first because you didn't know who you were at the time.
True. I mean, I was very young when I met her. And I knew I liked her, but I just didn't understand certain things that it took to make a relationship. I was in my young stage of my life.
What does that really mean?
I was young.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she helped me learn more about myself and some of the things that was more valuable to a person, to other people, to a relationship, to make things work. And I mean, that's a part of the whole relationship. It's a working.
Let me ask you, this is fascinating, because, you know, when you're in the public eye all the time, that people have this whole complete image of you, like, you know, my godchildren have there's a life-size fold-out thing of you in their room, and images of you all over the wall, and people create this whole kind of idea of you, I think, when you're a famous person. And it's fascinating to me because also being a public person, I always still feel like the same person. And sometimes it's hard for me to imagine what it is other people think that I am, because I feel so much like who I already am. Do you ever go through this?
Yeah, I think that was a part of the whole...
It's a fame thing.
Yeah,
something.
Well, kind of, I guess. Yeah. It's a part of the whole perception that people have for you, that either through the commercials or the projected image that the corporations have projected of Michael Jordan. But to me, I've always been just a down-to-earth guy who you can talk to on the street and smile and enjoy kids, love being around people, has his good days, his bad days, just like any normal person.
You describe a perfect day in Rare Air. What would that be for you? You should be having them now, really.
Perfect day. I get up when I want to, have breakfast with the kids, take them to school if I have the time, or, whenever they choose to go to school, or, whatever.
Juanita said, what?
Hey.
Yeah.
And then go play golf, go to a movie, go to dinner.
Oh, yeah, that's another rumor. Do you want to be a professional golfer and make money doing that?
No, I mean, everyone has to set goals when they're trying to improve. I set that goal as a matter of working towards an improvement stage. That's all. If I ever get good enough, I may try.
I heard this the other day, too. You want to be a baseball player professional.
No.
That's not true either. Okay. Well, there's one thing in life that both Michael and I are deathly afraid of. We'll tell you what that is when we come back. I couldn't believe you're afraid of this, too. But first, these memorable Michael moments. Take a look.
You like Mike? I want to be like Mike. Play golf every day. If Chuck Daly played me over 10 minutes, I'm quitting.
Catch the last Jeopardy? We kicked off with this category.
If a team fails to advance the ball this many yards in 4 downs, it loses possession.
Can you tackle this one? Or will you need to drop back 5 yards in front? Stay tuned for the solution coming up.
Andriana Furs, the world's finest quality, selection and service at incomparable prices.
Andriana Furs, feel the warmth and luxury that you deserve.
Cover up with the world's finest Andriana Furs.
To make Dodge Intrepid more spacious, we moved the wheels that normally go here, out, and back to here. Up front, the wheels that were here were moved out to here. It's a concept called cab forward that yields astonishing room for people like me. While good things like wider doors, sports car handling, and superb aerodynamics came along for the ride. Dodge Intrepid. This changes everything.
If you're going to say Bob Evans the best tasting sausage around, you better be pretty darn sure it is. I'm sure all right, so I'll put my personal guarantee on it. Either you'll sit down to the best tasting sausage you could buy with its lean cuts and special spices, or we'll give you your money back. Simple as that. The way I see it, if my name's on it, it better be the best. You tell them, man. Come on, let's eat.
Bob Evans down on the farm.
Okay, team, we're back. What you got?
If a team fails to advance the ball this many yards in 4 downs, it loses possession.
What is 10?
Correct.
We scare up the supernatural on the next Jeopardy!
Hi, Mike. How's things in the slow lane? I hope that you're enjoying your retirement. I hope that you're finally getting the proper rest that you need. Probably the only thing that I have to say to you is thanks for all of the memories, all the good times, and I know that we'll still get together every New Year's to celebrate.
You are not retiring. When people retire, they're usually 65 years old, they get a gold watch, and they don't work anymore. What you're doing as an ex-athlete, and I've done that too, you're having a change of life. All of us ex-athletes go through it. It's not really retiring. Change of life. You're not having a change.
No, I'm not having it.
Well, anyway, as I was saying, but now, see, while you were playing, you were excluded from doing all kinds of little things, like going to the store to get something because you had a game that night. You are now available to do all those things, including taking the garbage out.
And spending time with friends. That's us. That's where we come in. Because I heard you say so yourself. Now you have more time to spend with family and friends. So that means that you can come to dinner next Thursday night at 8 o'clock.
Indian food.
Indian food.
I heard you hate Indian food. Is that true?
I haven't acquired a taste for it yet.
Yeah, that's really good. That's very diplomatic. You have a phobia that I have. You talk about it, I think, on page 58. And it's easy to have this phobia because what happened to me when I was a kid, I almost drowned in a pool. Yeah. And somebody had to pull me out. Water.
Yeah, I'm not really, I'm not in love with water. I'm not a water sports or water person.
But then you got
I got to take the shower. I got to do all that stuff.
Let me ask you, are you a shower guy or a bathing guy?
Both.
Really?
Depends on how tired I am. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I take baths with the kids all the time. I love it.
Yeah, there's a great photo of you with the kids. So the reason you have this water phobia is what?
I almost drowned when I was 12 years old. Mm-hmm. I was celebrating. We just won the Little League Championship, and I knew I couldn't swim, but I didn't want to be left out with the guys. So I hopped in the water. I had this big old balloon, plastic balloon. I'm floating on it. You know, I didn't want to get in the water. And one of the guys did a cannonball jump, and the water just splattered the ball off of me, and I was down. I went down twice, and the third time, one of my friends pulled my arm up and put me on the side of the pool. And from then on, I don't mess around in the pool. And yeah, I had a couple of my friends who drowned, and
one drowned when you were there, right? Had tried to pull you in under the undertow.
Yeah, they gave me the death lock, and I had a tough time trying to, either save him or save myself. And right now, it was better to save myself at that particular time.
Do you have a pool at your house?
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No. You're going to let your kids swim, though, right?
Oh, yeah. They're taking swimming lessons now. And they enjoy it.
Yeah. So any 4-year-old out there who knows how to swim can do something you can't do.
Oh, by far.
Okay. Yeah. Before every game, there were 2 things that Michael Jordan would never change. Next is private superstitions. We'll talk about those. Back in a moment.
Let the bedding experts make your dreams come true on a new Sealy mattress. We sell more Sealy mattresses than any other store in Chicagoland. That's why the bedding experts guarantees the lowest prices. Save 60% on Posturepedic, every size, every firmness. See the bedding experts' large selection of brass beds, bunk beds, and day beds. For free delivery or a free bed frame, call 800-543-4BED for the bedding experts nearest you. We make your dreams come true. We're the bedding experts.
The Colonel's rotisserie gold is so good it deserves its own special side, like tangy barbecue baked beans, garden rice, macaroni and cheddar cheese, and hot cornbread muffins.
Enjoy the deep marinated flavor of Colonel's rotisserie gold with the KFC $2.99 quarter rotisserie chicken meal, including a full leg side chicken quarter, your choice of 2 of our great tasting side items, and a cornbread muffin, all for only $2.99.
The Colonel's rotisserie gold. We do chicken right.
When I buy a car, there are a lot of things I'm looking for. I want a dealer that understands what I want and gives me what I need. I want to have a choice. I want to get a lot of car for my money. If it's out there, I'll find it.
See your local Chevy Geo dealers and get to know the value-priced Geo Prism right now.
You can see it in their faces. It works. LaSalle lends money to more people for more reasons than anyone else. You can tell by the plans they're making. It works. LaSalle is a leader in business loans, keeping the city that works, working. Put your bank to work for you. Call on LaSalle, the bank that works. You can tell by their sense of security, it works.
Hello, Michael. Charlie Sheen here at Camden Yards doing Major League 2. Just wanted to take a moment here to thank you for a decade of most impressive highlights and unparalleled moments on the basketball court.
Mr. Jordan. Tim Allen here. Can I call you Mike? Don't even ask about this. I just wanted you to know that I'm real happy for all you've done for America and kids and basketball and for everything else you've done. I'm darn proud of you, I really am. But being a Detroit Pistons fan, this comes as a very hard thing to say. You're a terrific ball player. But I think on a good day I could beat you at horse.
I just want to thank you for the time we got to spend together gambling, golfing, and I really enjoyed that too. And come back to us, Michael. We need you. America needs you.
Oh, great. Ready? Oh, we love all the rituals. You say every single day of my life since I left college, two things never changed. My pre-game meal and my Carolina blue shorts. I wear my Carolina shorts every game, every day, every single day of my life since I left college. I just feel comfortable with them on. That's where it all started for me. As long as I have these shorts on, and I have them on whether I'm playing a game or wearing a suit, I feel confident. You wearing them today?
Yep.
Now, just when I read this, I wonder, do you have a lot of pair or you wash these out every night?
No, I have a lot.
You have a lot of
I get a supply every year.
Really?
Yeah, they're really kind.
I am so happy to know that. That's good. We'll be back. We'll be back. Back with more Michael in a moment. Good.
Unforgettable in every way.
And forevermore. And forevermore. That's how you stay.
That's how you stay.
What's clear? Crystal clear Amoco Ultimate. What isn't? All other premium gasolines. What's clear? Amoco Ultimate is the only premium refined an extra step to remove harmful impurities the others leave in every tankful. What's clear? Why we do it. For a cleaner environment and unsurpassed performance, crystal clear Amoco Ultimate.
Love this place! It's the new Burger King Everyday Value Menu, featuring the great-tasting flame-broiled Whopper Jr., served your way right away for only 99 cents. Get it and your favorite Burger King foods at new lower everyday prices. It's sure helping my budget. Check your Burger King for their everyday low prices, and be sure to try the Whopper Jr. with the flame-broiling people prefer for only 99 cents. Value every day. Have it your way. I love this place!
Everyday value. Is life great or what?
We can offer you this kind of salary, Tim, because our law firm is so successful. There is also the country club membership, access to the corporate condo in Barbados. Plus, you can have your choice of any color Hyundai you want. Well, we would never have gotten so successful if we hadn't also been so sensible.
Carson's 12-hour sale this Saturday. Stores open at 8 a.m. At Carson's, you've come to the right place.
Hey, are you single and you can't seem to find the right person for you? You feel you're too picky maybe and you're never going to find that special someone? Call the Oprah Show. Our number is 591-9111. Can't guarantee I'm going to find you anybody, but how far will you go to find the mate who's good-looking, rich, and all around just perfect? Call me, 591-9111. One of the things you say in Rare Air is that how remarkable it is to live your life and have no regrets. Do you have any?
None. I'm very happy with what's happened to me. I mean, good and bad. I mean, because it's made me the person that I am, maturity-wise, as well as anything else that's happened to me.
Do you feel stronger after all
Very
this?
strong. Very strong. I think you have to be strong to go through the adversity as well as some of the good things. And
but you're not really out of the limelight. I mean, when you walk down the street, people are still just freaking out. I know.
I know that, but I mean, I do get the chance to do whatever I want, and I will get out of the limelight just a little bit.
A little bit.
When they get tired of seeing my face around.
Michael's book is called Rare Air. It's a great Christmas gift, and these Michael Jordan sports videos, which incidentally are the 3 best-selling of all time, are also available. I have to tell you, when I watched your retirement speech, all I could think was I wanted to be like Mike, and it is just a privilege to be able to talk to you, Michael Jordan. Thank you. You're a class act. Just a class act. As the song says, here's one more for the road.
Quarter to 3. There's no one in the place except you and me. Here's Jordan down the middle all the way. We're drinking, my friend. Can you believe that? To be lovers. Look at his head up on their feet. The song is out. Something bad about to happen to the Lakers. It's Michael Jordan. And one more.
Michael Jordan gives the Bulls a 2-point lead for the 3rd year. Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls have climbed the Mount Olympus of the NBA to the world champions of basketball.
And one
at some point in time, everyone has to make a decision to move forward away from games. I just want to be remembered as a guy who enjoyed the game and played it at 110% every time he stepped on the court.
Greatest athlete alive today. The greatest athlete alive.
You're great.
Classy, classy, classy.